What's going on, everybody? Brian here, and in this video I'll be showing you all of the applications that I currently have installed onto my iPhone 4. If you'd like to see all of my jailbroken mods, then you could head on over to my other channel called Jailbreak Zone if you'd like to see all the jailbreak tweaks and apps that I currently have installed. But overall, my interface is stock. I like this one the best. It results in the best speed, performance, and battery life versus using stuff like Winterboard or Dreamboard. So, taking a closer look at my apps, I'm going to go ahead and start in my social folder. And of course I have Beehive Instant Messaging. It adds all of your instant messaging service such as AIM, MSN, Yahoo, things like that. Very nice app. I purchased this one a long time ago. Use it all the time. Next up we have Boxcar, which is great for getting push notifications from various services. I use it for Twitter. Next up is the Facebook app. I don't even use Facebook that much, but it's there. If I just happen to need to check Facebook for whatever, I'll just open up the app real quick. Next up is Follow Friday, which automatically generates a Follow Friday tweet for your Twitter every Friday. So you can just go ahead and open that up, let it compose a tweet. You can make changes if you'd like to whoever's on it, and really nice app. Next up is Foursquare. I do use Foursquare a lot. Not only does it let me keep track of where I go, it just automatically posts to Facebook and Twitter, which is pretty nice. Next up is Skype. Don't use this app a lot. Usually I just Skype on my computer or my iPad instead, but the app is there just in case I ever need it. And next up is the official Twitter client. A lot of people have been using the Tweetbot app, but it looks nice, but it's just sort of slow and it just seems not really intuitive, so I just use the official Twitter client because it's fast, free, and it's simple. Next up is my games folder. Not a lot of stuff in here. I'm slowly getting rid of games as I actually complete them. But I do have Boost. That's a really nice sort of 3D... You're basically in this 3D pipe and you just have to go along the pipe without actually hitting the blocks, and things change, things move around. It's a really nice game. And of course I have Cannonball. Hopefully everybody knows what that is by now. Next up is the Game of Life. It's a really nice game. I just like to see how much money I could get, which tiles I land on, and things like that. Next up is Old Course, which is a nice top-down flick sort of golfing game. It takes place at St. Andrews. Really nice game. I've had it for a while. It's actually a really nice golf game. I just really do like it. Next up is Peggle. Really classic game. Hopefully you all know what that is as well. Next up I have 4x4 Jam, which is a really nice game. I play a lot of racing games, and I really like open world racing games, such as there's Need for Speed Carbon, Test Drive Unlimited. Those are just a couple of them. And this is one of the only open world games I found for iOS, and it's basically an endless world because you could drive anywhere for as long as you want, and it will still automatically generate places to go, hills, trees, scenery, things like that. So really nice game for just driving around in sometimes. Next up is Crash Bandicoot Nitro Kart 2. I also have the first one installed. I'm a big fan of Crash Bandicoot. I remember buying the first Crash Nitro Kart for the PlayStation 1 a long time ago, and I still occasionally play it on my PlayStation 1 emulator in Windows. Really nice game, both of them. I sort of like the first one better because it sort of has more of a classic feel to it, but both of these games are really nice. Next up is Kokodo Kart Racer. It's similar to the Crash Nitro Kart games, but it's sort of more cartoony, more kid-friendly, I guess. The handling isn't as fun, but the scenery and the levels are pretty nice. And finally, I have Motocross. I've had this game for a long time. It's like 99 cents. I think I showed this in a video in the past, but basically just need to control your dirt bike. Just go as far as you can, collect as many points as possible, do flips and things like that. And the developer puts out an update every month to add 4 new levels, so that's pretty cool. You get updates forever, and it's been around for like 2 to 3 years, so very nice game. I like it a lot. In my others folder, this is where I have everything else. So as you can see, I don't really have very many applications onto my iPhone 4, despite how much I actually use it. So I have AutoStitch Panorama, which is a very nice app for creating panoramas. You basically take a bunch of different pictures and AutoStitch will put them into one big picture. Next up is the eBay app. I do a lot of eBay stuff, so it's a very quick and easy way to keep track of what I'm selling, what I'm buying, things like that. Next up is Folio, which is a free PDF viewer. And the reason I like this app is that it actually lets you search through your PDFs. You know, if there's a certain word in a PDF you're looking for, you can search for it, and right there it is. And it's free. So, very simple app. Next up is the Justin.tv app. Ever since I got my Slingbox, I haven't been using it very much, but occasionally I'll use it to monitor my own streams and my own chat room on various streams that I do. I got it when it was free, and just recently I found out that it was $4.99, which is very disappointing because there's still advertisements in it. So even if you paid $5 for the app, you still have to sit through the ads, which is really stupid. Next up is Log Me In, which is the preferred app I use for controlling my computer. The app itself is $30. I got a promo code for it, so I was fortunate enough to get it for free. You know, it's just what I use to control my computer whenever I need to. I've been seeing a lot of Log Me In commercials on TV, and they're all very nice. So, Log Me In, that's my preferred way of controlling a computer. Next up is Pulse News, which lets me read various articles from RSS feeds from various websites I'm subscribed to, like Boy Genius Report, Cult of Mac, Mac Rumors, Gizmodo, some racing websites. Next up I have Red Laser. I don't really use this app that much, but you know, if I'm at a store and I want to just happen to see where the cheapest price on a product might happen to be, I'll just open up Red Laser, scan the UPC barcode, and you know, just see which place has the cheapest product. Next up is Shazam. I actually paid $6 for the unlimited tagging feature, and you know, hopefully everybody knows what this is by now, but it basically lets you figure out who did the song that's currently playing. So if you're in a restaurant and you want to know who is playing that song over the speakers or whatever, you could just fire up Shazam and it should most of the time actually figure out who it's coming from. So next up is Sling Player. I've done a review of this app before. It basically lets you watch live content from your Slingbox anywhere you are. Doesn't matter if you're on Edge, 3G, or Wi-Fi, it'll still work. I just use it for watching live stuff from my cable box. So if I'm at a doctor's office and I want to watch the news or a show, I could just open the app up and control my cable box and see what's coming from it. Next up is Speed Test. I do a lot of speed tests. I just like to test my AT&T 3G speed from around town wherever I am. And if you know me, I'm a fan of AT&T. Their 3G speeds are unbeatable, and I just like to do tests at various places I go to. Next up is What's On, and this is the app I use for figuring out what's on TV. I don't use the TV Guide app because it just seems cluttered and it doesn't show all of the channels coming from my cable provider, but this app does, and it's very nicely laid out, and it's just it's also free, so it's a very nice app. So that was a quick look at all of the applications that I currently have on my iPhone 4. Not a whole lot, you know, less than 25 apps, but I do use my iPhone 4 a lot, but I just don't have that many apps. The apps that I do have installed I use all the time, so just don't really have anything else I really need. So thanks a lot for watching this video. If you guys have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave them down below in the comments area, but that's about it. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you guys.